Steve and I, we got married here at Wellesley College approximately 1 year ago. And one very important component of our wedding is deciding where to have our wedding reception after our ceremony. Believe it or not, Steve and I, we looked at 13 different vendors in the span of 1 or 2 days. And vendor after vendor after vendor, like, you can tell that they're just giving you a spiel. This is how we do things, X, Y, Z. But when we met with the coordinator at the Colonnade Hotel, she made us feel very comfortable, very right at home. She showed us she took us a tour of the entire hotel and gave us ideas on how we can carry out our reception. The Colonnade Hotel is the only hotel in Boston with the pool on the roof. So if we wanted to, we could have had our cocktail hour up there. And they were the only hotel that provided us that option.
The rooms, there are multiple rooms where you can do different events for your wedding day. You have the main ballroom, a couple main ballrooms based on the size of your wedding day. They have different sizes to make it feel like the rooms are always filled, no matter what your size is. They're also able to accommodate certain special events. For example, we're both Chinese and we both celebrate a Chinese tea ceremony, and they had a room ready to go for the tea ceremony. That was very, very much appreciated. The service was fabulous. Everyone worked together as a team. When you came in, everyone knew who we were and when our wedding day was, and they were just really, really courteous and made sure that we're comfortable throughout the whole process.
At the Colonnade Hotel, you are the only event for the day. We've met with other vendors or other hotels where there are multiple receptions going on at the same day. You have no fear of that at the Colonnade Hotel. You're the main event and everyone is focused on making sure that your day goes well. And that was really important to us because we don't want to, have simultaneous events and have guests from other events come to our wedding, and we don't want to deal with that kind of confusion. At the Colonnade Hotel, you are it. You're the main event. There's one primary ballroom at the Colonnade Hotel, and they're able to make it larger or smaller accordingly to the size of your guests. So because of our guest count, they were able to remove the partitions in the ballroom and let us enjoy the entire ballroom to ourselves. They also have a few rooms on the side where we did our tea ceremony, and that's where they set it up private. It was a private event for us and our parents to participate in that tea ceremony, and that was sectioned off from the guests. So the guests didn't have to worry, or our guests didn't even think about, oh, we're missing something, because our guests couldn't see it. The food and the service at the Colonnade Hotel, exceptional. Another thing that we really liked about the Colonnade Hotel is that they were able to work with us to specifically customize a menu for us. The menu that we've ultimately selected for our event was not even a menu that was offered on paper. We worked with Chef Nicholas at the Colonnade Hotel to really decide what we wanted for each course, what we wanted to take out because of certain allergies or dislikes and tastes. And we worked with Nick on that point for a little bit and just before we were happy with what we wanted. And it was a very easy process. He's so friendly, and it was fantastic. Especially during our tasting, he brought out all the different selections that we could possibly ever think of. And that really helped us make our decision easier, because we actually not only got to see the food, but we got to taste the food before we even made our final selection. The food on the tasting day tasted exactly the same, if not even better, on the wedding day. I mean, they have one kitchen devoted to all your guests, so that kitchen is there to make sure that everything is uniform, everything tastes fantastic, everything is fresh, everything is made there on site.
The guests loved our food. They were almost all full by the time we were done with cocktail hour, eating our 5 hors d'oeuvres. They kept coming back to us toward the end of the night saying how much they enjoyed the food and how full they were. So no guest will leave your wedding day at the Colonnade hungry, and they're all going to be happy that they ate some great food.
Right, so we had our cocktail hour also at the Colonnade Hotel. And all the hors d'oeuvres, people, I think they thought that there was nothing going to come after the cocktail hour, so they kept eating and eating and eating. And so a lot of our guests were so full after the cocktail hour, but then they saw, oh my God, there's a 3-course dinner following this cocktail hour. And by that time, everyone was full. But because it tasted so good, they forced themselves to eat it. So by the time our wedding ended, I think people were rolling out of the room.
Yeah, so the location of the Colonnade Hotel is perfect. You're right in the center of Boston, right next to the Copley area, right in front of the Prudential Mall. Taking pictures, it's beautiful. The front of the Colonnade Hotel is sparkling. At night, taking pictures, it comes out really, really well. You can also take a short walk to the reflection pool to take additional pictures as well. One of the best moments for us too is just walking around the area in front of the colonnade where there's so many tourists and people walking by, and that gives you an additional special moment when everyone's coming by honking their horns and clapping for you during your wedding day. So the location is something that the Colonnade offers that other places may not.
The Colonnade Hotel offered us a bridal suite for me to get ready with my bridesmaids at the hotel, and this suite it's huge. It was enough to accommodate myself, 2 makeup artists, and 5 other girls. All of us were able to comfortably get ready there. It was a beautiful suite. It had a full living room and a bedroom on the side and a large bathroom and a sink. Another thing that the Colonnade offers is that on your 1-year anniversary, they invite you back to the hotel to stay with them and to have dinner with them at the Brasserie Joe. And when we did that at the Colonnade Hotel, we went back for our anniversary. It just really brought back memories for us, like happy, happy memories.
Their style of the Colonnade completely fit our style. We really wanted a nice modern wedding, very elegant, the staff was very professional. They were able to completely complement the type of wedding that we're looking for. So they're also really accommodating. We also had a slideshow that we wanted to show to our guests during our cocktail hour, and they were very accommodating with that. Normally they would charge some money to have that, but for us, they gave it to us as part of our package. And we really appreciated the little things that they did for us. The slideshow, they brought in a nice flat screen TV that our guests could be able to view during our cocktail hour.
And they were able to loop the video throughout the entire day so that those who weren't able to see it during the cocktail hour were able to see it later in the night.
I would completely recommend them to our friends looking for a really elegant wedding. They can completely adjust the room, the aesthetics within the room to make sure that the decor meets your specifications.